ano pa rin ba yung pinakamabilis na paraan para makapunta dito sa Canada? Question, worth it pa rin bang mag-Canada or pumunta sa Canada sa panahon ngayon? Next na pinakamabilis na paraan para maging permanent resident is, alright, good morning. Yan. Sarap ng hangin dito ngayon and it's August 2024 as of this video, and few weeks from now, September na. And that is something na, alam mo yun, tapos na naman yung summer. Welcome back dito sa buhay sa Canada. And there is something I want to discuss with you kasi sa totoo lang, kahit hindi ako naggagawa ng video, there is still some messages and even some pag nakakikilala ko rito sa Canada or nakakasalubong ko, is that may tinatanong sila sa akin na is it still really worth it na pumunta dito sa Canada? Ano pa rin ba yung pinakamabilis or is it still effective na mag-student dito sa Canada or mag-tourist? Ano pa rin ba yung effective na paraan para makakuha ng PR dito? Or let's try to discuss on what are the options at ano ba talaga yung nangyayari ngayon dito sa Canada. Welcome back po dito sa Buhay Canada. I'll just talk to them, okay?
Can you turn that on?
Buhay natin sa Winnipeg, Manitoba. So makitrip at makitravel dito sa amin sa Buhay Canada. So right here, Elevate Mountain. Pinalik ng turning over. Yan, isimulan natin ng konti. Okay, first question. Ano pa rin ba yung pinakamabilis na paraan para makapunta rito sa Canada? So pinakamabilis na paraan makapunta rito is that syempre, tourists. People go here to Canada as a tourist para din maghanap sila ng trabaho. They are trying to their luck para makakuha ng LAMIA, which is yung LAMIA, pwedeng ibigay yan sa mga mga employer na naghahanap ng worker na wala silang mahanap dito sa loob ng Canada. But then, gaano ba kahirap makakuha ng LAMIA rito ngayon? Hindi lahat nakakakuha niyan. Hindi lahat ng employer merong LAMIA. So marami ako nakilala nag-tourist dito na sumubok na makakuha ng LAMIA. But their luck is sobrang liit. Kasi pag tourist ka, you only have 6 months. Lalong-lalo na kung kasama mo pa family mo na nag-tourist kayo. Within those 6 months, may mga nakilala ko na umuwi na lang din ng Pilipinas kasi nga wala silang nakuhang LAMIA. And some of them, from tourists, ayaw na nilang bumalik ng Pilipinas. They are trying to convert from tourist to student. Kasi nga, wala silang nakuhang trabaho. The chances are, ngayon, August of 2024, makikipagsapalaran ka rito as a tourist, you really find your luck. Lagi kong sinasabi to, is that give yourself a high hopes na sana may makuha kayong mga LAMIA, but with less expectations. Lahat ng hindi nakakakuha ng LAMIA within the time frame of 6 months, they ended up umuwi ng Pilipinas. Ano yung plan B nila doon minsan is that they are converting it to becoming a student visa with the family here in Canada. Risky yung part na yon. Pero there are some, meron ako makakilala na talagang tsinatsaga nila na makakuha ng LAMIA. Pero syempre, hindi nila sasabihin kung sino yung mga employer na yon. Pero meron pa rin, syempre. Pero hindi lahat swerte sa mga ganyan. Kaya try your luck talaga. But for me, being a tourist dito sa Canada, it's very risky right now. The competition is much more higher, especially dun sa mga international student. Tapos na mag-aral and they're working on their postgraduate work permit. Competition is very high. Hindi siya madali ngayon. If magbabala ka naman ngayon na pumunta rito as a student, hindi rin siya ngayon ganun kadali. As in, hindi siya ganun kadaling makahanap. Na-discuss namin to ni Jojen from before. Provincial nominee program right now, it's becoming more strict. They are more on a job-specific pathway na kung ano na lang yung kailangan ng province. Hindi naman necessarily na kapag nasa Ontario ka, magiging PR ka kaagad dyan. There are some programs na pahirapan na rin ngayon. Going to be a job-specific pathway right now. And yung CRS score, kung hindi nyo pa alam yung CRS score, this is a point system based na kung saan doon nila kukunin yung mga eligible na pwedeng tumira sa province nila or ma-offeran sila ng permanent resident. Same thing as with dito sa Manitoba, hindi lahat ng lumilipat ng province or from a different province moving to Manitoba. To be honest, hindi naman lahat is eligible para to apply for provincial nominee program. Na right now, there are also some that is struggling na kailangan nilang ma-meet yung eligibility nila, yung CRS score nila in order for them to apply or para ma-nominate ng provincial nominee. So, doon naman sa mga skill jobs, hindi pa rin nawawala yung skill jobs na yan. Having some butcher, truck drivers, or legit agency na nasa Pilipinas na pwede magpapunta sa inyo sa Canada, pinakamaganda pa rin talaga is really to have a plan, be skilled para makapunta rito and look for an agency. Again, look for an agency for a skilled job. So, question, worth it pa rin bang mag-Canada or pumunta sa Canada sa panahon ngayon? So, the question dyan is that being in Canada or being a permanent resident in Canada, it's really worth it naman talaga. Regardless yan sa cost of living, sa kung ano-ano pang mga co-factors na yan, na kesyo mataas ang pamumuhay dito, na kesyo puro we are living in a statement bills na ganyan. So regardless of that, you still have those benefits na hindi mo makikita sa ibang bansa din. And yes, it is still worth it na pumunta ka ng Canada once you become a permanent resident. So pag permanent resident ka, ma-enjoy mo yung Canada. Ma-enjoy mo yung benefits, ma-enjoy mo yung kung ano man yung kung ano man yung gusto mong gawin dito, may enjoy mo siya. If you are just on your first step papunta rito sa Canada and you're planning to become a tourist or a student pathway right now, I really don't recommend that as of the moment. Kasi yung competition ngayon dito sa loob ng Canada, it's very high. International student. Kasi ang dami international student eh. And I think Canada already reached its maximum when it comes on their quotas para ma-reach yung desired amount nila. But kunyari pa ito lang yung goal ng Canada for the international student. Nag-exceed siya eh. So we applied the law of demand and supply. So right now, ang daming supply ng international student looking for a job, looking for an opportunity para maging PR sila rito sa Canada. But again, law of demand of supply, maas yung supply, mababa na yung demand to become a permanent resident. And what's gonna happen is that they're going to be more on job-specific pathway right now kasi they're trying to funnel up, they're trying to filter kung sino lang yung eligible for those international student para magkaroon ng permanent resident. Tendency niyan is magkakaroon niyan ng mga backlogs, or even yung mga international student ngayon is that they are looking for a job on a different province and their funnel right now, or kung saan yung pinakabagsakan nila ngayon is that they're trying to go to Atlantic region, in which right now Atlantic region, sinabi ko sa inyo dati, if you were here in this channel, siguro narinig niyo yung Atlantic pilot program. And right now with the Atlantic region, they are also trying to be more strict right now. They are trying to be more on a job specific pathway kasi nga doon nagpupuntahan na lahat ng mga international student, and wala naman tayong magagawa doon. Everyone's gusto nila maging permanent resident. In this year 2024, sobrang daming gustong maging permanent resident sa Canada, but hindi lahat ng iyon is possible sa eligibility. Kaya pag-aralan nyo mabuti yung mga pathways na tatahakin ninyo, kasi yung pinaka-timeline ninyo, yun yung pinaka-importante ngayon. And hindi ko siya nire-recommend sa ngayon, but what I can suggest right now, if you're trying to plan or trying to go here in Canada, become a skilled worker. It's still the skilled worker pathway will be the best, especially yung mga butcher type. Kung gusto nyo lang naman talagang makapunta rito sa Canada sa mabilis na paraan para maging permanent resident. That's the keyword. Pumunta ng Canada sa mabilis na paraan para maging PR sa mabilis na panahon. Yun yung keyword natin ngayon dito sa channel na to, that yun talaga yung goal mo. Hindi na yung goal na para pumunta ka rito ng mabilis at dito ka maghanap ng trabaho. Hindi na yun yung goal natin. Ang goal natin ngayon is to really become a skilled worker doon sa mga in-demand jobs na nandito sa Canada. It will take time. It will take you about 3 years to gain those experience. Tapos, get a legit agency. But it is expensive. Hindi siya mura. Hindi na ito yung dating migration ng mga skilled worker na lahat is employer na yung magbabayad sa lahat ng expenses mo. Hindi na siya yung ganon. So, right now, if you're trying to look for Atlantic region, most of the employers right now is that they're looking for a third party, which is an agency that will hire someone from the Philippines or outside Canada na sila yung magpa-process ng papers, and syempre yung processing na yun is ang magbabayad nun is syempre yung applicant. So hindi na yun yung dati na all in lahat sa employer. Mas skilled worker, pag-ipunan nyo yung mga processing fee na yan, and pumunta kayo sa province na merong nomination for provincial nominee for skilled worker. So most likely with that time frame, siguro mga 2 years pwede ka maging permanent resident. But syempre, kailangan mo pa rin magkaroon ng skilled job. So yan yung pinaka-timeline ninyo right now. So isa yan sa pinaka-mabilis. I can say na pinaka-mabilis sa ngayon. Pero matagal pa rin siya kasi biruin mo, training ka ng trabaho, ng skill job, tapos kuha ka ng legit agency. Then after makakuha ka ng legit agency, time frame mo pa yan, kailangan mo bayaran yung agency na yon to process the permanent resident as well. Pagkatapos niyan siguro time frame mo dyan mga around 4 years. 4 years of planning. Hindi naman planning, 4 years of process para maging permanent resident. Sa ngayon, okay? So I'm not so sure if they're going to have a different pathway para yung mga nandito naman sa loob ng Canada. Next na pinakamabilis na paraan para maging permanent resident is to have a common law partner or magkaroon kayo ng asawa na permanent resident or Canadian citizen. That's the best part or masasabi kong pinakamabilis na paraan para makapunta rito sa Canada and to become a permanent resident. Okay? So yun yung goal natin ngayon dito is to really yung pinakamabilis na paraan para maging permanent resident. Pinakamabilis na paraan. Yun yung pagtulungan natin, especially this community is trying to build something. So hopefully may nagkaroon kayo ng idea dun sa mga pinagsasabi ko. And so isa sa mga taga-subaybay ng channel na to is si Ricky. So shout out daw sa family niya, sa kids niya na si Clark, Lirak at Chanel, Lirak and Katlea. Lagi sila nakasubaybay dito sa channel na to. Maraming salamat to Ricky, Lirak and family. Yan, lagi sila nagko-comment sa mga videos. Kaya I really do appreciate on those comments, and isa rin siya sa mga papunta na rito sa Canada, and we'll see you here in Canada. Hopefully ma-meet namin kayo and with your family. So again, dito ko na lang siguro tatapusin tong video na to. So once again, maraming salamat sa makitrip, makitravel dito sa Boys sa Canada. And we'll see you on to the next one. Peace!